بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. أبناء الطلاب، بنات الطالبات من امتحان الشهادة السودانية، نرجو أن نستمر في تقديم حصصنا من قناة التفوق. حقيقة أنا أبدأ بالشكر الجزيل لأسرة قناة التفوق لتقديم هذا العمل، ونرجو من الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يوفقنا في أداء ما يفيد الطلاب لامتحان الشهادة السودانية. في الحصص الفائتة حقيقة تكلمت عن السفكس والبريفكس، وسميناه حقيقة الاثنين افيكسز، اللي هو يو ريمبر تذكروا افيكسز AFFIXES. This is the plural. افيكس مفرد AFFIX. أرجو أن أنبه الطلاب أن يحضروا طبعا الورقة واللي هو القلم لكتابة الأشياء التي يحتاجوا لكتابتها السبورة. حقيقة I said that the affixes AFFIXES, this is the plural. The singular affix AFIX. Okay, and you remember I told you that when you come to answer the questions in the exam, you must be very careful the questions of the prefixes and the suffixes. Today we have, let me say, an exercise تمرين، حقيقة two exercises تمرينين. One of them is on the prefixes and then the other one is on the suffixes. Of course here you remember you said that an affix is a group of letters مجموعة بتاعت الحروف which are added either to the beginning of the word بداية الكلمة or to the end of the word. And we said that the affixes are divided into two types، نوعين. The letters which are added to the beginning of the word is called prefixes. Prefixes, PREFIXES. This is prefixes. But the letters which are added, the group of letters which are added to the end of the word, are called suffixes. SUFFIXES. Yes? Let me repeat myself again. I'm saying that in the examination they give you, let me say, the prefixes and then the suffixes. Prefixes 5 marks 5 درجات, and the suffixes, yes, 5 marks. Again, I will tell you to prepare a pen and then a sheet of paper so that you can write whatever you want to write from the blackboard. You see, make sure that you are going to copy, yes, what you want to copy from the board correctly. You see, here we have the prefixes. They are given like this. Yes, they say to you, add the following prefixes to the words الكلمات which are written between two brackets at the end of the sentence. Let me repeat the instruction again. تعليمات. They say to you, add, أضف the following, let me say, prefixes. Yes, here we have 5 prefixes. You can see them clearly, I hope. IL, UN, DIS, IR, and then the last one IM. Add these prefixes, yes, to the words الكلمات which are written between two brackets at the end of each sentence. Yes, when you come to answer the question, you must read, let me say, the question carefully so that you will be able to give the right answer. Number 1, for example, yes, this book is dash that one. Of course, when here refers to book. Yes, this book is dash, yes, that one. Instead of saying that book, we say that one. The pronoun one refers to book. The word given between two brackets, like. Yes, you have to be very careful. Like. You remember we said that like has 2 options. خيارين اثنين. Either to have the prefix an or to have the prefix this. We said that like can be or can have the prefix an when it means, let me say, in Arabic we say مشابه, similar, مشابه, when it is an adjective. Yes, in Arabic we say صفة. Yes, but when like is a verb, it is going to have the prefix this. So here you have to be very careful. Like in this case, is it an adjective or a verb? Yes, before you add the prefix, you must answer this question. Like in this case, is it a prefix? Is it an adjective, صفة, or is it a verb? If you look at the sentence, you will discover that like in this case is an adjective. So if it is an adjective, لو كان الصفة, it is going to have the prefix. I have just mentioned this. Yeah, it is going to have the prefix an. So we say unlike. You have to be very careful. You add the prefix to the word and then you write the word in the space. Don't write the prefix alone. No, you add the prefix to the word and then you write the word with the prefix in the space which is given. So the sentence reads, this book is unlike that one. Yes, I'm going to drop an, you see. Then we move to the next sentence. Your idea is dash practical. Practical. In Arabic you say عملي. Yeah, this is an adjective, صفة, practical. You remember you said that if the adjective begins by the letter P, it usually takes the prefix. Yes, you remember that? Yeah, it is going to take the prefix IM. IM. Yes, it is going to be. Yeah, I'm sure you can write. Yeah, impractical. 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 Yes? So the sentence reads, your idea is impractical. غير عملية. فكرتك غير عملية. Practical, عملي. Impractical, غير عملي. You remember I said that the prefix has a chance in the فرصة to change the meaning of the word to the opposite. Yes? When we say practical, عملي. Impractical, غير عملي. Like, مشابه. Unlike, غير مشابه. Number 3, I hope you can see it. Are they dash with their school results? النتائج بتاعت المدرسة بتاعتهم. Here we have satisfied. Satisfied. مقتنع. Yes. مقتنع. Yes. Yes. We have satisfied. Satisfied, by the way, has two options. خيارين اثنين. Two prefixes. Either we say dissatisfied or unsatisfied. Yeah, I hope you have got this. I'm said that satisfied, yes, has two options. Either to have the prefix an or to have the prefix this. Of course, we have already used an, so we are remaining with the prefix this. Yes, let me drop this one. You see, I am practical. Here, yes, it is going to be what? I'm sure I can tell the answer. Yes, it's going to be this satisfied. Dissatisfied. Yes. So I will ask the question again. Are they dissatisfied with their school results? هل هم مقتنعين بالنتائج بتاعت المدرسة بتاعتهم؟ Maybe their work is not okay, so they become dissatisfied with preposition with. Again, I'm going to drop this from the list of the prefixes. The next one, most Sudanese village women are dash. We have the word literate. Literate, in Arabic we say متعلم. A person who can read and write, we say he is what? Literate. Literate, متعلم. A person who can read and write, we say what? Yeah, it's going to be what? Literate. Literate. L-I-T-E-R-A-T-E. I hope you can see it clearly. So here, the adjective begins by the letter L. So it is going to have what? I'm sure you can tell. Yes, we say if the adjective begins by the letter L, it is going to have the prefix IL. So it is going to be like this, illiterate. 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 In Arabic we say ummi. Illiterate. Yes, I'm going to take the prefix IL from the list. So the sentence reads, most village women, yes, most Sudanese village women are illiterate. That means they are unable to read or write. Unable to read or write. Of course, we have the noun from literate. I'm sure you can tell the noun. The noun from literate, literacy. Literacy. Let me write it here. Sorry, I hope, yes, I have a chance to write it here, of course. Literate, L-I-T-E-R-A-T-E. This is the adjective, ummi. The noun literacy, L-I-T-E-R-A-C-Y. Literacy. Yes, it is going to be what? Illiterate. This is a person who is unable to read and write. Yeah. If it is ummiya in Arabic, we say illiteracy. I-L-L-I-T-E-R-A-C-Y. Illiteracy. Ummiya, you see? So it is going to be the same prefix. But there is something to be remembered here. We are not going to use the prefix, yes, all the time. After I finish this, I will come and talk about this point again. نقطة ثانية بالله. Yes, let me finish this one. I think his suggestion اقتراح بتاعه is dash to this situation وضع أو حال. Situation means condition. Yes, here we have relevant R-E-L-E-V-A-N-T relevant ملائم. So it is going to have, yes, it's going to be what? Yeah, we are remaining with only one. The IR, it is going to be irrelevant غير ملائم. Irrelevant I-R-E-L-E-V-A-N-T irrelevant. So the sentence reads, I think his suggestion is irrelevant to this situation. Here the proposition is always to. We do not say I think his suggestion is irrelevant for this situation. No, we say his suggestion اقتراح بتاعه is irrelevant to this situation. I have just mentioned that ذكرتها that in some cases the students must be very careful. For example, when we come to add the prefix, we have just. The prefix just, yes, عادل. Unjust غير عادل. Yes, unjust. The noun is going to be what? The noun from just is what? I'm sure I can tell it. Yeah, it is justice. In Arabic we say عدالة. The prefix in this case is not going to be injustice. No, we are going to use the prefix in, injustice. This is the same with able. Let me write it here. I hope, yes, you can see it clearly. Able, قادر. Say to me, I am able to write a good composition. Yes, now, you see. So if it is the opposite, is going to be unable. You see, unable, of course. غير قادر. Okay. If it is a noun, it's going to be ability. You have to be very careful here. Ability. Yes, this is a suffix, ability. So if it is a prefix, we are not going to say inability. No, we say inability. Inability. You have to be very careful about this. Let me repeat this point again. النقطة الأخيرة بالله محتاجة ل اللي هو تدعيم مرة أخرى. Yes, in case of literate, the noun literacy. متعلم تعليم literacy. Yes, I want to add the prefix. Yes, IL is going to be illiterate. Yes, unable to read and write. غير قادر على أن يكتب ويقرأ. Yeah, أمي. See, the noun is going to be illiteracy. In Arabic you say الأمية literacy. This is the prefix IL. Yes, IL in the adjective and IL in the what? In the noun. But it is not always like that. I want you to be careful about this. I have given you the example of just عادل. Yeah, you say just. Yes, unjust غير عادل. The noun from just is going to be what? Justice, عدالة. Okay. The prefix, is it going to be unjust? No, the prefix is going to be in. You say injustice. I have written another example. Able. In Arabic you say قادر. You say to me, I am able to do this work. I am able to answer the questions of the exam correctly. See? If it is a noun, it's going to be ability. مقدرة. What about the prefix in this case? The prefix in this case is not going to be, let me say, inability. No, it's going to be inability. This about the prefixes. I said that when you come to answer the questions of the prefixes, you must make sure that, let me say, you read the sentence which is given, and then the word between two brackets at the end of the sentence, and you decide قرر which prefix is suitable for the word which is given between two brackets. Here we have the first one. This book is dots. That one. See? Here we have like. You must remember that like has two options. خيارين اتنين. Either to have the prefix an or to have the prefix this. Well, like is an adjective, صفة. It is going to have the prefix an. So here, like is an adjective. It's going to be unlike. So the sentence reads, this book is unlike that one. So you have to be very careful. Don't think that you are just going to add the prefix. No, be careful about that. The next one, your idea is dash. We have practical, you see. Practical is an adjective meaning عملي in Arabic. The adjective in this case is beginning by the letter P, so it's going to have the prefix, let me say IM, it's going to be impractical, غير عملي. Are they dash with their school results? We have satisfied, مقتنع. Yes, I say to you, you must be satisfied with your situation. يجب أن تكون مقتنع بالحالة التي أنت فيها. Yes, here satisfied followed by the preposition with. Yes, satisfied has two options, خيارين اثنين. Either to have the prefix an, un, or to have the prefix dis, dis. In this case, an is already used, so it is going to be dissatisfied. Dissatisfied. Are they dissatisfied with their school results? Number 4, most Sudanese village women are dash literate. You see, here we have literate. The adjective is beginning by L. In this case, it's going to have, let me say, the prefix IL is going to be, let me say, illiterate. So the sentence reads, most village women are illiterate. Illiterate. غير متعلم. The last one, of course, I think his suggestion, اقتراح, is dash to this situation. Here we have relevant. Relevant. ملائم. مناسب. Yes? This is the adjective relevant. R-E-L-E-V-A-N-T. It is followed by the preposition to. حرف الجر. To. Relevant to. Yes. It's going to have the prefix IR. It's going to be irrelevant. Now, dear students, we move to the suffixes. Before we begin answering the questions, I must remind you, لازم أذكرك, yes, with the following points النقاط الجاية. Number 1, a suffix is a group of letters added to the end of the word. مجموعة بتاعت حروف تضاف لآخر الكلمة. In Arabic you say آخر الكلمة, عجز الكلمة, yes. And you must remember, تذكر, the suffix has a chance عندها الفرصة to change, إنه تغير the word, الكلمة, from one part of speech to another. من جزء معين من الكلام إلى جزء آخر. For example, you remember we said that the parts of speech are 8. 8. Number 1, the nouns. Number 2, the pronouns, الضمائر. Number 3, the verbs. Number 4, the adjectives. Number 5, the adverbs. Number 6, the prepositions, حروف الجر. Yes. Number 7, the connectives, in Arabic you say أدوات الربط. And then the last one, the interjections. So a suffix has a chance in the فرصة to change a word from one part of speech to another. Now let us go to the exercise that we have here. We have the suffix al, yes, sion, ation. We have ive, and then the last suffix that we have here is ce. So you read the sentence carefully, and then you decide the suitable, let me say, suffix that you want to add to the word which is written between two brackets at the end of the sentence. 5 suffixes, 5 sentences with words between two brackets at the end of them. You see? So the instruction, التوجيه, الرشاد, says add the following, yes, suffixes to the words written between two brackets at the end of the sentence. Let us read number 1. Number 1, yes, the dots of Iraq, العراق طبعا, by the American troops, troops معناها جيوش الأمريكية, was in the year 2003. Yes, let me read this again. The dash of Iraq by the American troops, الجيوش الأمريكية, was in the year 2003. يعني بمعنى غزو اللي هو العراق بواسطة الجيوش الأمريكية, was in the year 2003. Here we have invade. Yes, invade, يغزو, يحتل, invade. You must be very careful here. Here we want invade to be a noun, إنها تكون اسم. It is a verb, يغزو, يحتل. It is going to be what? Yes. What shall we do in this case? You remember we said that if a verb, فعل, ending in de or d, and we want to make it a noun, عايزين نعمل اسم, في الحالة دي we are going to drop the de and then we add the suffix. Yes? You remember? Yeah, we are going to add the suffix sion. So it is going to be invasion. Let me write it here. I hope you have, let me say, your pen and then your piece of paper so that you can write invasion. Sorry, I have not written the in is going to be invasion. INV, yes. We are going to drop the DE and then we add the suffix SION. We have said that if a verb, فعل, ending in D or DE. D, like extend, like expand. Verb ending in DE, like decide, like invade, like divide. You see? Here, what shall I do in this case? I'm going to drop the DE and then I add the suffix SION. So it is going to be invasion. Invasion. غزو. احتلال. The invasion. Let me read the sentence. The invasion of Iraq by the American troops was in the year 2003. إن احتلال العراق بواسطة الجيوش الأمريكية كان في العام 2003. Invasion. So we are going to drop the SION from the list of the suffix that we have. You have to be very careful here. The next one, women really need dots support, دعم, مساعدة. Yes, the word that we have between two brackets, I hope you can see it clearly, finance, FINANCE, finance. Finance, in this case, yes, it can be a noun or it can be, let me say, a verb. Finance has two options. خيارين اثنين. إما to be a noun, yes, اسم, or to be a verb, فعل. Finance, verb, يمول. Finance, sorry, a noun, مال. You say to me, Usman is going to finance his son's study outside Sudan. Usman is going to give his son finance, مال, to study outside Sudan. So finance in this case, we want it to be an adjective, صفة. Why? Because it is followed by a noun, اسم, support, دعم. Yes, it's going to be what? You remember? We said that the suffix AL that we have here has a chance in the فرصة to change, نتغير a noun into what? Into an adjective. You remember? We said that. Yes, we have. Let me repeat myself again. The suffix AL has a chance in the فرصة to change a noun, اسم, into what? Into an adjective. So here we have finance. Finance, mal. Yes, we want it to be an adjective. It's going to be what? I'm sure you can tell. Yes, it is going to be financial. I hope the pronunciation is clear. Financial. But here you drop the E, and then you bring تقلب IA. So it is going to be financial. 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 Let me repeat myself again. I'm saying that finance is a noun, mal. We want it to be an adjective. عاوزينها تكون صفة. We are going to add the suffix AL. Yes. We drop the E. Yes. Why? Because the E is silent and the suffix AL is beginning by A and A is a vowel letter. But here you must be careful. We add I. We bring I. It is going to be financial. The spelling FINANCIAL. I hope you can see it clearly from the board. Okay. Now let us move to number 3. We must accept means يقبل, their dash to the wedding celebration, احتفال. The word that we have between brackets, invite, in Arabic you say يدعو. Yes, invite, يدعو. We want it to be a noun. Okay, if it is a noun, that means we must add the suffix. I'm sure you can tell. Yes, ATION is going to be invitation. Yes, we drop the A and then we add the suffix, the E, sorry, and then we add the suffix ATION. It's going to be invitation. دعوة. Invitation. We must accept their invitation to the wedding celebration. Yes, you remember, invite is ending in E and the E is silent. We want to add the suffix ATION, and the suffix ATION is beginning by A and the A is a vowel letter. In this case, we drop the E before we add the suffix. Let us move to number 4. You should have enough dash in yourself to answer an exam questions. Yes, exam questions. You have an exam questions. أسئلة بتاعت امتحان. Here we have confident, واثق. I will say to you, you must be confident in yourself. Yes, but here confident is an adjective. We want it to be a noun. Not تكون اسم. What shall we do in this case? You remember? We said that if an adjective, sorry, ends in ANT or ENT, and we want to make it a noun, we are going to drop the T and then we add the suffix CE. It's going to be what? I'm sure you can tell the answer before I write it. Yeah, it's going to be confidence. confidence. Yes, we dropped the E. You remember? We said that if an adjective صفة is ending in the letters A and T, yes, like important, important, like different, ending in ENT, confident, ending in ENT. We want to make it a noun. In this case, we drop the T and then we add the suffix CE. It is going to be what? You should have enough confidence in yourself to answer an exam questions. We are remaining with the last one. Man, water, and wind, رياح, are important dash factors. Factors means عوامل. Yes, عوامل تعرية. You see, erode, يعري. Soil, you erode the soil. You see, it's going to be what? I'm sure. Yes, we are remaining with only one. Yes, IVE. Yeah, it's going to be what? Erosive. But here you have to be very careful. What shall I do in this case? Yes, we drop the DE and then we bring S and we add the suffix IVE. It is going to be erosive. So the sentence reads, man, water, and wind are important erosive factors. So here, the students must be very careful when they come to answer the questions of the summary and the questions of the, the questions of the suffixes and then the question of the prefixes. Because here, if the students are not careful, they think that the answer, especially the last one, is going to be erosion. No, it's not going to be erosion. Yes, it is ending in O, in DE, just like invade. But here, invade is going to be what? A noun. But erode is going to be an adjective. So this one is going to have the suffix SION. It's going to be invasion. But this one is going to be an adjective. In Arabic we say صفة. It is going to have the suffix IVE. So that's why I always ask the students to be careful when they come to answer the questions of the prefixes and the suffixes. Dear students, with this I come to the conclusion of my lesson, and I hope we will continue to do other things in our coming lessons. أشكركم شكرا جزيلا على هذا الحضور، ونتمنى من الله سبحانه وتعالى التوفيق والسداد، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.